Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, and Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, are going to the Nutcracker on a date. Since Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, had already taken their kid to see the performance, Brady had one spare ticket. Kristen isn't going to let Ava and Brady go on a date, though. Days of Our Lives spoilers, Brady Black's date gets ruined by Kristen DiMera. Ava has been assured by Kristen that she will never permit her and Brady to be together. Kristen wouldn't have known how to ruin things if Ava hadn't told her about her date with Brady. How is Kristen going to ruin this date? Will Kristen promise to let Rachel Black, Finley Rose Slater, accompany Brady to the play when they arrive? Is it possible that Kristen arranged for Brady to do anything more with Rachel that he is unable to refuse? Kristen is attempting to coerce Brady into returning to her. Brady's manipulation of Kristen into giving Sarah Kyriakis, Lindsay Godfrey, the serum she needed to walk again is something Kristen detests. What has she been doing lately? Spoilers for DOOL, Ava Vitale says she and Brady are pals. Ava says she and Brady are just pals. Given that Brady and Ava have already shared a kiss, Kristen finds this completely unbelievable. Kristen is certain that Ava wishes to separate her from Brady. Kristen intends to demonstrate to Ava who is in control, despite her continued defense of her friendship with Brady. Once more, Kristen has turned to her father's portrait for guidance. Kristen will somehow find a way to put Ava and Brady at odds. Everyone is aware that Kristen is only controlling Brady by manipulating her daughter. Ava is committed to stopping this. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Kristen DiMera thinks she will win. Even if it means sending Ava to DiMera Island, as she did Sarah, Kristen is certain that she will ultimately win Brady over. Ava is determined to fight back and isn't scared of Kristen. Will Ava insist on accompanying Rachel and herself wherever Kristen intends to take Brady? This triangle is set to heat up, and things could get messy. Will handling Kristen require Ava to channel her inner mob princess? Maybe Ava will ask her cousin for a favor and let the gang handle Kristen. Will Kristen exploit Brady once more, or will Ava ultimately end up with him? When Lee saw Gabby running away from the Salem Inn, she began to snap. "You sent me into the shower so you could snoop." Prior to reviewing the burner phone and discovering some recent activity in the call record that could only have been started by Gabby, Lee was aware of this. "I talked to Rolf. Not only has he agreed to get Stefan back to how he was, but he's on the way to Salem as we speak," Gabby boasted. "Stefan doesn't want to love you. He keeps telling you, over and over, that you make him sick and that he has no interest in being deprogrammed," Lee said. "Who says I'm giving him a choice?" Gabby spoke up. "You aren't?" Lee sputtered. Figure of speech, Gabby declared before hurriedly leaving, adding that Lee was an expert at robbing people of their free will. Lee used the burner phone to dial a number after waiting until everything was under control. "I need you to make sure Dr. Wilhelm Rolf stays away from Salem permanently." The individual who answered the phone was ordered by Lee. After realizing that Gabby had forgotten to confiscate the cell phone, Stefan, still gagged and bound somewhere in the DiMera mansion's underground tunnels, attempted to recover it from a pants pocket, but it fell to the ground as he struggled. Stefan kicked off a sock and a shoe in the hopes of using his foot's toes to control the cell phone's touch screen. At that moment, the phone began to ring, signaling that someone in Statesville had called. After removing the gag, Stefan turned on the speakerphone and pleaded with the caller for assistance. "Why should I lift a finger to help such an ungrateful son?" Vivian pondered. "I tell you that your son has been abducted by a crazy person, and you're not even the least bit concerned?" Stefan objected. "When you arose from the grave, where was your sympathy for your distraught mother? How many months have passed and you haven't paid me a single visit?" Vivian retorted. "You're correct. I apologize. Simply put, I've been," Stefan attempted to clarify. "Busy?" Vivian made a guess. "You sent your attorneys to have me sign your late brother Jake's DiMera Enterprises proxy over to you," Vivian said. "Plenty of time for that, am I right?" Vivian lost her temper. After apologizing once more, Stefan persisted in pleading for assistance and even pledged to secure Vivian's release from prison as a token of appreciation. Vivian answered, "I'll take it under consideration," and then she began to end the call with Stefan. Stefan was trying to persuade Vivian to carry on the conversation when Gabby came back. After taking Stefan's cell phone and turning off the speakerphone, Gabby started talking to Vivian. Always so dramatic. When Vivian reiterated Stefan's story of being abducted, Gabby laughed and clarified. He's had plenty of time to take Chloe to New York for Christmas and Miami for New Year's. After learning that Vivian was angry with Stefan for not paying her a visit since he had returned from the dead, Gabby became anxious. Stefan was brainwashed by Rolf to despise me and adore Chloe. Perhaps he did something that caused him to lose interest in you as well. With a start, Gabby said, and then promised Vivian weekly visits after Stefan recovered. After cutting off the phone call with Vivian, Gabby shook Stefan's head. Gabby told Stefan, "Nice try, but funny story, mommy weirdest is Team Stabby," as Rolf was about to come. Gwen was finishing off a phone call with the webmaster of The Spectator when Jack came into the Horton home. Jack interrupted with a cough as Gwen teased, "This new expose on the Salem Police Department's gonna send our online subscriptions soaring. Yes, I'm talking rampant corruption, gross incompetence, and personal vendettas." After bidding the webmaster farewell, Gwen hung up the phone and gave Jack a hug. "I didn't know you were coming in, but it's really lovely to see you," Gwen said. Jack retorted, "I don't suppose you'll feel that way when you find out why I'm here," and then disclosed that Rafe had called recently to express an idea regarding Gwen's role in Xander's most recent crime spree. Gwen attempted to summarize, "You're disappointed instead." "Sweetheart, we have graduated from disappointed to disgusted about 3 schemes ago," Jack answered. "I was helping a friend," Gwen shrugged. "A guy who's in love with another woman." Jack shook his head to indicate this. The fact that Xander and Gwen were no longer romantically involved did not prompt Gwen to turn on him. "He's your friend, too," Jack was reminded by Gwen. "But I will not throw my life away for him," Jack was adamant. "Are you saying that you can't forgive me for helping Xander?" Gwen pondered. "I've lost track of all the things that I have forgiven you for," Jack said. "Losing Abigail has changed everything for me, my relationship to life, to family, to the preciousness of time," Jack said. "I want to spend the time I have left making Jennifer as happy as I can, honoring the legacy of our daughter, spending time with JJ and the grandkids. I don't want to lose you, but I can't keep dealing with the negativity and the drama that you bring," Jack said. After flinching at the criticism, Gwen assumed that Jack was just venting. "I can understand why you would be skeptical after all the times that I have threatened to disown you, only to bring you right back into my life and into my heart," Jack said. "If I could have been a father to you when you were a little girl, perhaps I could have taught you the difference between right and wrong," Jack said. "Do the right thing, go to Rafe and tell him everything you know about Xander, or you will lose not only the roof over your head and your job at The Spectator but me as a father," Jack said. "Dad, we can fix this," Gwen attempted to protest, but Jack cut her off and insisted on an explanation.